Hello everybody and welcome to another golden shot guide here from medium version of the Juniper point in Golf Clash the game. Before we take a closer look, make sure that you do hit the thumbs up button, also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. For those of you that do want to take the next step in their game, go to patreon.com/golfclashtommy and get our ultimate tournament guide for pro or expert or master, and the exclusive tour text guide for those of you that are looking for content for tour 9 up to tour 13. We will be doing a final round guide and qualifying round guide for master division to everyone that has the ultimate tournament guides, regardless what division. Link directly in the description down below. So, Juniper point, hole number 2. We have played this one many times before, which also means that we know that this one is really good. So we do have obviously the different chests that we can win. We do have all from the Onyx chest, which is the hole-in-one chest. And then we do have the fire chest as the yellow ring, we have the scarlet chest as the red ring, and topaz chest as the light blue ring, and the azure chest as the dark blue ring. We're gonna play with the golden long iron, which is max plus 10 every single time. And we do have the VPR table on the right hand side, which covers then wind 3 up to 5 miles per hour, which also is, as you can see on the screen, the wind that we will have when we take our shot. Press the question mark on the top right to find frequently asked questions about the golden shot. If you do experience an error or you just have more questions about the golden shot, you press the button called Kontakta oss, which in Swedish is contact us in English. So we do have the Juniper point here. We're gonna take a look at the landing position, which is the same that we have had before. We're not changing anything here. We are just reliving this landing spot. We're gonna minimize that one just a little bit. So you can see here we are looking to start at the top of +1 with the blue ring to the left by the sand line. The ball guide line is irrelevant. We don't really care about that one. We only care about the blue ring's position combined with being at the top of the +1 yard mark. Simple? Yeah, I would say that that is very simple and something that makes us play a very consistent and firm landing spot, which obviously always then increases the chances for a drop or to get close. So let's move up and fix the landing spot at start. Top +1 is what we're doing. Slight headwind here, so we're using slightly less than 3 bars of backspin and 0.8 left spin. 4 miles per hour is 2.4 rings, and we are always going to pull over the bullseye. You can see that I'm starting 1.4 before the bullseye and pulling 1 ring over. Center the ball and hit perfect, and this one will be close. Centering the ball is something that I believe is extremely important and will just become more and more important as the game evolves. Because if you do have an accidental left curl or right curl or underpower or overpower, all of that will have an effect on the outcome of your shot. Then it doesn't really matter how well you do adjust, because the off-centering will still make you miss. So now we do have the second shot, which is a more direct crosswind in my opinion. And we start at the top of +1, blue ring by the sand trap line. And then we apply spins, a 3 backspin and 0. Or I'm playing with 1 left spin, but in the end we should be playing with slightly less based on the result in my opinion. 4.2 miles per hour is 2.5 rings. We pull over bullseye once again. There we go. Center the ball, hit perfect. And then let's see what happens. So it bounces on the fairway and it gets down. However, though, we are turning a little bit too far left. Nah, maybe not too far left, but at least the backspin is maybe a little bit too heavy there for us. The fire chest it is though. Let's take a look what we can find in that one. Thor's hammer, that's good, and we get some kingmakers in the end. Not that it's needed on that account, but in general a kingmaker is a very good ball. So blue ring by the sand trap line at the top of +1. And then we apply spin, 2.8 backspin and half a bar left spin is what I would like to have here. Having maybe smidgen too little backs, maybe too heavy on the backspin, and maybe maybe a smidge too little side spin. You can see here now a thing that will happen in some headwinds, that is that you pull into overpower, and if you do pull into overpower, you can see that I'm not using an overpower, so we should just play as is anyway. So the too little left spin is really what kills this shot here, and that's why we're burning the right edge and not getting the drop. So, we have done a couple of shots here, and we've done some testing. It's time to see if we can push it for an hole-in-one with yeah, I would say, slightly northeast angle. So it's more tailwind than what it is crosswind, but it's definitely a noticeable crosswind here. So, 3.8 backspin, and I'm using, in this case, 0.2 left spin. 3.4 miles per hour is 2 rings, and once again we shall always pull over the bullseye. Center the ball, hit perfect, and let's hope that we this time can get ourselves to drop the hole-in-one. Looks good though, and it rolls, and right at pin for a beautiful hole-in-one. Let's take a look to see what we're getting in the chest here. Fire chest, as we've already got in the hole-in-one, so that's a bit unfortunate for the video here to not see the only chest, but doesn't really matter. We obviously want to get all the chests possible. So now we have a wind coming right to left, which is more crosswind than tailwind in my opinion, but there's definitely some noticeable tailwind here with this angle. Start at the top of +1, and blue ring by the sandtrap line, and we're using slight right spin here, half a bar right, and slightly more than 3 backspin, so it's like 3.1 backspin and 0.5 bar of right spin. So an in-between angle is how I read this one, and that's how I will play it as well. We pull over the bullseye, we're gonna play 2.8 rings. You can see I pull over from the 2 ring mark over to the 0.8 mark, and now I need to hurry up because the clock goes quick. Bounces on the fairway, it turns around, we know it's going to be close, and we are lucky enough to get this one right at pin for a beautiful hole-in-one. So now we're going to take a look at the Onyx chest and see what we can get here besides the lovely Kingmakers. Rocket, Extra Mile, Sand Lizard, the Off-Roader, and then the Kingmakers there in the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching all the shots here. Let's take a look at the text guide made by Tony Riches, and as always, make sure to go over and subscribe to his channel. You do have the link in the description down below. That would mean a lot to me, and so I say thank you to everyone that does that. Landing position, blue ring by bunker to left from top of +1 yard mark. And then we do have the spins, straight tailwind, 4 backspin, no side spin. Wind coming left to right with tailwind, 3.8 backspin, half a bar left spin. Wind coming right to left with tailwind, 3.8 backspin and 0.3 right spin. Wind coming left to right with direct crosswind, 3 backspin, 0.8 left spin. Wind coming right to left with crosswind, 3 backspin and 0.8 right side spin. Wind coming left to right with headwind, 2.8 backspin, half a bar left spin. Wind coming right to left with headwind, 2.8 backspin, 0.3 right side spin. And direct headwind, 2.6 backspin. So, there we do have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the thumbs up before you go. And if you're looking for the Ultimate Tournament Guides, you get that on Patreon. Link is, as usual, in the description down below. Thank you once again for watching, and good luck in your Golf Clash game.